Court rules college must rehire professor fired for being trans. The 10th Circuit Court of Appeals has ruled that an Oklahoma college must rehire a professor who was fired for being transgender. Dr. Rachel Tudor was terminated from her position at Southeastern Oklahoma State University in 2011 after the school's vice president for academic affairs told the school's HR department that her lifestyle offended him, according to the local news publication Tulsa World. Tudor has been working for the school since 2004 and came out as transgender in 2007, 2 years before being fired. McMillan and another dean denied Tudor tenure, despite the fact that she received a 4-to-1 vote in her favor from a faculty committee. Because she did not receive tenure, she lost her job. After a battle with lower courts, a district court on Monday ruled that the school must rehire Tudor. Tudor, who is also a member of the Chickasaw Nation, is excited to finally get back to work. In a statement to Tulsa World, she said she is, quote, looking forward to being the first tenured Native American professor in her department in the 100-plus year history of the Native American serving institution that is Southeastern Oklahoma State University, end quote.
Bravo.
Love the shade. Good for her. And, you know, I think this really goes to show that at least she was able to bring this lawsuit, right? Other people that, you know, get fired from jobs don't have the means to hire an attorney to go ahead and so I think this is great that she did that, and this sets great precedent going forward. I think a couple of weeks back we reported on another transgender win. So I think that this is, you know, starting to be a trickle-down effect.
You know, I'm curious, with both of you being attorneys, one of the things that struck me in this story is her desire to stay in it and how long this took. Is that something that surprised you in this story?
It surprised me very much. I mean, I would, quite frankly, I would put myself in her position and tell myself, do I really want to be back in the place that I was, you know, fired and let go and I had to battle with them in court there? But I guess she's very passionate about her job and being a professor and her students and her commitment to education. So good for her.
And you have to love that.
Yeah, she's proud of the Native American Serving Institution, you know. But I think the great thing about this story is that she appealed it, right? Like, some people need to learn to fight that battle, because sometimes they just walk away, maybe go to another institution. But if you're passionate about it, and you know there's one person that's just offended by your lifestyle, which has more to do with them than it has to do with you, fight that battle. If you can't afford it, find someone that will do it, because it's important that you do that.
Right. It's great she didn't let it break her. I mean, because, you know, if I was in her position, I think I would be devastated. Like, this is what I worked for my whole life. This is what I'm passionate about. And now I didn't even get offered tenured, even though all the votes were in my favor.
Well, and this legal battle lasted about 8 years. So you know what it is for all that time waiting. She was also issued $300,000, which is not a lot of money when you think about the battle that she has, you know, had to go through, legal finances, you know.
You know, and I don't want to sing over the rainbow or anything like that. But one of the other things that struck me in this story is it's a reminder of Marsha P. very foundations of our Stonewall riots. She picks up a brick, and that's how she protests. This professor, representing the trans community, goes through litigation and fights in a very similar way for 8 years, and that is going to set precedents for all kinds of other people that are treated poorly and treated badly and unconstitutionally and other related things. So it reminds me of the story of Marsha P. Johnson and the very foundations of Stonewall.
LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Shara are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+